Number 3, Kyle Gunther.
I didn't want to fall. Right,
Number
now
5,
now
Graham
test it.
Stebbins.
Mic check 1, 2.
Number 8, Nathan Downey. Number 22, TJ Ross. Number 26, Colin Stock. Number 41, Colin Volk. Number 42, Noah Stetcher. Number 47, Ian Wertheimer. And number 52, Hunter Privet. Starting in goal for your Knights, wearing number 21, Travis Pereira. The Knights are led by head coach Tim King, who is assisted by Ken Reed, Russ Tutt, and Joe Buscemi. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and the men and women of the armed forces with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Good morning and welcome to the Coliseum CCBC Essex men's lacrosse action here on this lovely Sunday morning, March 17th, got a little ahead of myself. The Brookdale Jersey Blues are in the house in the white jerseys, taking on your CCBC Essex Knights, who are taking the field right now in the home gold, or yellow, depending on who you ask. Should be a very exciting contest for the Knights, who are coming in on a roll right now. 21 goals per game right now is the average for the Knights. Says it all. And a 61% shooting percentage for the Knights as well. Those two stats right there say all you need to know about what kind of season it's been for the Knights so far in the early part. They're firing on all cylinders offensively. But I guess that really doesn't say the whole story, because the defense has been mighty strong as well, anchored by number 21, Travis Pereira, in between the pipes. He'll be tested once again here as he's getting the start for the Knights. Face-off so huge for the Knights 2 weeks ago in their home win. And another fast start at center X. Vaught, nice move. slow to start here. Thought Vaught may go right to the goal. Instead, he comes off, lets the offensive unit come on, and the A team is on the field, so that means the offense is ready to go. Right in front of us here, near sideline, moving in towards the middle. The spin, open, and a shot goes low, and we do get the goal. Nice move there. It's 22-11. TJ Ross to Austin Evans. Ross started on that near sideline, found his way into the middle, spun around a defender, saw Evans was open, gave him the rock, and Evans made the most with it after that. Good start to the Knights, as we are almost a minute into the contest, and they got their first goal of the game. Another face-off win. Shown this early part of this season, the Knights have shown that if you want to compete with them this year, you're going to have quality guys at Center X. You're going to have quality guys who are ready for a dogfight at the face-off. Nice dodge. Shot. Just saved. I think I was 18 who had the shot. McKenny Box, freshman out of Boys Latin. Now here come the Knights as they regain possession. And a goal. Austin Evans again. Didn't see who sent that pass in. Came from behind the cage. Evans caught it, finished it. 2 goals for number 11 here to start the contest. Vaught again. And this time a good effort. Vaught still gets it, puts a shot on. Man. Good effort ends in poor execution. Knights almost got a goal there. Even though initially it looked like the Jersey Blues are going to get their first offensive opportunity of the game. Close but no cigar as the Knights still with possession there. Nice pick play. Opens up the lane. Shot. No good. That was number 6, Jesse Hightower, freshman out of Eastern Tech. Nice pick play set him up. Hightower, I'm sure, caught some grief from his teammates. He's wearing the long pants out there. And ground ball scooped up by the Knights. The 2 Knights players and 2 Jersey Blues players going after that. Fair fight. Knights come away with the victory so far. And this ground ball scooped up by the Jersey Blues. And not for long. They try and go defense to offense. Good transition defense there from the Knights. The ride was on. Forced the turnover. Here come the Knights. Space. Fresh shot clock to work with. They don't need to use a lot of that time as they got a quick shot there. Still have possession. Here come the Knights. Really content with taking their time. Oh, trying to put them in a spin cycle. Does not work. Great recovery defense by number 7, Jack Textor. That's the mismatch they wanted. The offensive player matched up on the short stick. Didn't work. This time, it does. Nice move. 42 for the Knights. Noah Stetcher getting in on the scoring. Sometimes you go up against this Knights team, it's like running into a buzzsaw. Couple different times on that possession, it looked like the Jersey Blues had done enough to get a stop. Every time the Knights staying persistent, getting that ball back, continuing to fire.
Essex goal scored by number 42, Noah Stetcher. Time to the goal, 3 minutes, 37 seconds.
We got a 3-0 game here to start in this first quarter, almost a full 5 minutes in. A little breezy out there on this Sunday. Oh, I think the pole made that save. Friendly neighborhood post. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good at anything. Speaking of lucky, Jersey Blues kicked it into the offensive zone that time. Only to watch the Knights scoop it up and go defense to offense. Those Jersey Blues defenders slamming the stick down on the ground in frustration. Can't catch a break right now in the early part of this game, the Jersey Blues. Knights still with possession. And, oh, wow, beautiful, picture-perfect lacrosse. T.J. Ross found the open man, Mitchell Ford, who buried it in the back of the net. He may not get an easier chance all season long. T.J. Ross, the pass is almost always prettier than the shot, and that is a great example of that right there. We have his break in the action. Let's see what T.J. Ross's numbers were coming into this game. He's certainly padding those numbers right now. Let's see, number 22, Mr. Ross. 10 goals coming into the season. Excuse me, 9 goals coming into the season, 10 assists. So he's already padded those assist numbers. See if he can get into the double-double on the season with at least 1 goal today. Oh, he's not going to get the goal there, but one of his teammates will. McKenny Box caught the nice pass and buried it, and the first time out of the game is taken by the Jersey Blues. Much needed, as they need to talk strategy right now. As the Knights are firing. Austin Evans will get a stick check during the timeout.
Goal scored by number 18, McKinney Buck. Assisted by number 26, Tommy Scott. Simon goal, 5 minutes, 5 seconds in the first quarter. Timeout, Brookdale.
So timeout taken by the Brookdale Jersey Blues. Well, we talked about the beginning of this game, how the Knights come into this contest 21 goals per game, 61% shooting percentage. The other side for the Jersey Blues, numbers not so pretty. Coming into today's contest, averaging just over 1 goal per game on a 9.4 shot percentage. Still the early part of the season, but these are two teams projected to go in two very different directions for the remainder of this season. And another face-off win. This one he perfectly tossed over to one of his teammates. Ball's on the ground now, as you can see. Ended up not really working out for the Knights, but well, maybe I spoke too soon. Ground ball again. And the Knights finally scoop it up. Jersey Blues looked like for a second they were going to catch a break there. Knights rally, get that ball back, and they're back in their offensive zone. Ready to keep the foot on the gas pedal. TJ Ross, ball on his stick. He's going to take it. Spin, shot. Oh, I don't know if the goalie made the save or the defender in front of him made the save. Regardless, that shot did not find its desired destination when it came off TJ Ross's stick. Ross worked real hard to get himself into a nice scoring position there. Just couldn't capitalize, excuse me. And here come the Jersey Blues. Play was blown dead. They got their first offensive opportunity. Great defensive effort so far by the Knights. Pushing them as far back as they can go pretty much. Jersey Blues get their offensive unit on the field. Trying to get that mismatch with the short stick. Finally do. Evans forces him behind the cage and forces him to give up the ball and possibly turn it over. No, Jersey Blues are able to chase it down. Great defensive effort by Austin Evans with the short stick. Ball's on the ground. Great effort by 52. Hunter Privet. It'll stay with the Jersey Blues. That'll get you on the right side of your coaches, though. Great effort from 52 to put that ball on the ground initially. Here we go, another mismatch. Jersey Blues taking it. Had a little bit of space there. Ball's on the ground again. Oh, man, what a tremendous defensive effort from the Knights here. And a shot clock violation. Effort will get you mighty far in life, and the Knights just proved it there. Nothing too pretty, nothing perfect. Just good effort. TJ Ross looking to give it up. Does. That's Box once again. Box to Ford, 2 goal scorers here in this game. Trying to figure out who's going to walk off the field. Neither one wants to leave. Box finally will, as Hightower comes on. Offensive unit is all set up now. 40 seconds to play with on the shot clock. And the Knights turn it over as the Jersey Blues made a sandwich out of Kyle Gunther. Here come the Jersey Blues. Got a mismatch here. On the short stick. Ford. Great job pushing him all the way back. 50 on the shot clock. 6 minutes in the quarter. Plenty of time left. Jersey Blues just need something to get some momentum on their side. Maybe this is the play here. Drive in towards the middle. Dangerous pass is intercepted. And here come the Knights. Transition opportunity. A lot of space in front for Evans. Here he goes. Behind the back to Ross. He finishes. Oh, my. Was that pretty? The dangerous pass from the Jersey Blues ends up being a turnover. Austin Evans had a lot of space in front of him. A beautiful pass to Ross, who did the rest from there. TJ Ross now double-digit goals on the season to go along with his double-digit assists. making the case for MVP this season. Oh, a nice face-off win. Taking it the distance himself. Oh, my. Number 41, Colin Vaught, with a nice move there.
Last two Essex goals scored by number 22, TJ Ross, assisted by number 11, Austin Evans, and scored by number 41, Colin Vaught.
A little break in the action there as you saw the Knights get possession of that ball and then get the offensive unit on the field. Oh, nice spin move, but good recovery on the defensive side. Under 5 minutes to be played now in this first quarter. The individual defense for the Jersey Blues has been fine here in this game. Good recoveries. It's really the team defense. It's that extra slide that hasn't been there. Those Knights make that one extra pass, and that defender's not there to slide and make up for it and try and make the play right there. Not so much. There was a man who was beat individually there, number 40 for the Knights. A great effort. Greg Johanning just beat his man and finished the shot. But outside of that, it's really been the team offense for the Knights. Great passing. The man can move fast, but he can't move as fast as the ball. If you got two guys on you, that means somebody's open. The Knights know that, and they're finding the open men. Now, granted, I will say it's a little easier for them to do that when TJ Ross, a sophomore out of Central York, Pennsylvania High School, he stands at 6'3". It's a little easier for him to see over the defense. He's breathing that high air. So another goal there from the Knights. They've now got 8 in this first quarter. The turnover there by the Knights. So they're second of the game, I believe. The Jersey Blues caught a break there. Pass was over the head of number 17, Robert Shannon. D. Mitty. He couldn't get it, but neither could the Knights player behind him. So it goes out of bounds, last touch by the Knights. So with 3 minutes and some change left in the first quarter, the Jersey Blues looking for their first goal of the game. Jersey Blues looking for something. Knights players out of position there for a moment. Gave an opening there, but good recovery. Jersey Blues still looking for something. They got 20 on the shot clock, so not a lot of time left here. They've got to go. And the middle of the field on this offensive side for the Jersey Blues is just shut down. The Knights are not giving them anything. They've got to find something on that outside. They've got to have, oh, whoa, nice move. Oh, and the swim afterwards. Oh, man. Put that on a highlight tape. Put some music behind it. Oh, wow. great ball movement. And Colin Stash would like to have that one back. And the Laundry out on the field first time today, number 42. Take a seat on the bench. Noah Stetcher.
Essex penalty, number 42, Noah Stetcher. 30 seconds, pushing.
30 seconds for pushing. Let's see. With an extra man on the field, does the middle of the field open up a little bit more here for the Jersey Blues? We'll see. Only time will tell. If it doesn't, they're going to need one of their offensive players to just beat the man in front of him. Low shot is deflected off of a defender. 9 seconds left on the man up. That may be the only shot they get. And it will be. Two teams will be at even strength, but sometimes, I was about to say, sometimes when the team is transitioning from man down to even strength, sometimes you find the team get out of place and they're able to finish. Didn't happen that time for the Jersey Blues, as instead the Knights took it down onto the other side of the field and they finished. 9 goals now for them here in this first quarter. That one scored by number 3, Kyle Gunther. We have this break in the action. Want to say I know I speak for everyone on the team and also everyone here in the broadcast booth when I say our thoughts and prayers go out to Gary Gunther, the father of number 3, Kyle Gunther. He's not in the stands with us here today. He's dealing with a medical condition, and we pray for his speedy recovery. We can't wait to see him in the stands once again, hopefully very soon. That's Gary Gunther, the father of number 3, Kyle Gunther. Sending our thoughts and prayers out to one of our biggest Knights fans. A minute left here in this first quarter, a first quarter that's been dominated by the Knights. Jersey Blues have had some chances. They had a shot clock violation earlier in this first quarter, and also a man-up opportunity in Hunter Previtt. Frustration foul there, big time. He may get 1 minute. Kind of just pushed him down onto the ground and then started with the tomahawk chops. The penalty's on the push. 30 seconds for pushing. This is another man-up opportunity. The Knights have not given up only one man-up goal at home this season. Definitely a nice stat for them. Killed off one man-up opportunity in the game already. See if they can do another one here. They got 11 seconds to work with, the Jersey Blues. A lot of space. Now only 3 seconds. And the ball's on the ground. The Knights scoop it up. They're 0 for 2, the Jersey Blues, on man-up opportunities. Not only that, the Knights got 10 seconds to work with here. 9, 8, 7, 6, shot. No, it's deflected. 3, and no good. 1 second left. Oh, man, was that close. Sun has come out here on this Sunday. Which means it's going to start warming up a little bit more here. It's nice for the fans in the stands and also nice for the players as well. Maybe it'll start feeling like spring here in Baltimore. 9-0 is our score at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter after this short break.
Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports. And check us out on YouTube and subscribe to the channel at youtube.com/CCBC Essex Night.
And here we go. Ready to play the final 15 minutes of the first half. First half so far has been dominated by the Knights, as you can see by that scoreboard. 9-0 is our score right now. Vaught with the face-off win here to start the second quarter. Bunch of face-off wins for him in the first quarter to go along with a goal. Oh, what a save! In between the pipes. Jacob Roche. And the Jersey Blues just watched the best opportunity of the game slip through their fingers for a moment, as they got another one here after the steal in their own offensive zone. So a little sloppy play from the Knights to start in the second. It's given the Jersey Blues their best two opportunities of the game so far. All thanks to a tremendous save from Jacob Roche, the sophomore out of Long Branch, New Jersey. .40 seconds on the shot clock. This is some tremendous defense being played by the Knights right now. Pick play did give them a little bit of space, but not enough to work something. They're going to have to go cross court or cross field with the pass. Go behind the cage now to the other side. The diving shot, no good, and it's scooped up by the Knights. Laughing at Coleman Chizan, going for the diving check there. Didn't work. Ate a bunch of turf on the way down. 2 minutes into the second quarter, the Knights, another chance offensively here. Great effort from the Jersey Blues to start this second quarter. I said midway through that first quarter, the effort was there for the Jersey Blues on an individual basis. Oh, wow, what a shot! He skipped that one right over the goalie's stick. Number 3, Kyle Gunther, with another goal. That's his second of the game. He joins Austin Evans in the 2-goal club here for this game. Mr. Gunther at home watching this, I'm sure, very, very happy with that last shot. That was a beauty. The bounce pass, and the bounce shot skipped right over the stick. Boys and girls at home, that is how you draw it up. Now go home and practice that. Vaught Speaking of practicing, this young man put a lot of practice in the offseason, and it's showing off in the early part of this season. Almost went coast to coast for the second time here today. That one would have been a SportsCenter's top 10 play because that was a beautiful move by Vaught. Little stutter step to get around one of the defenders. Ooh, man. I know he wears number 41, but he certainly doesn't play like Big Nowitzki. Looks more like a point guard out there with the ball in his hands. Here's Ford. Lot of space. He is one of the smaller guys on this team, and he uses that speed to his advantage. Oh, Ross lullabies the defender to sleep. Gets around him. Oh, nice move by Ross. TJ Ross, welcome to the 2 Gold Club as well. Knights now with 3 different players with 2 goals here. Could have a couple players in the hat trick club. Here's Vaught again. Vaught took pretty much all of the faceoffs in their last home win. Came out in the 4th quarter, but played pretty much the whole 3 quarters, first 3 quarters. Sure we'll be seeing more of that here this afternoon if this trend continues. Ford, the dodge, the shot, the goal. Ford, a shifty player. And it's tough for the defender to react to Ford when he's going right at the defender. He makes that subtle move to the right. It's really tough. If you're not expecting that, it's kind of hard to backpedal. Oh, now we're going right. I mean, it's just a tough move to defend. You almost have to anticipate that he's going to make that move to the right or left, but if you anticipate he's going to go right, then he probably goes left. You know, it's a tough play to defend. The offensive player almost always has the advantage. It's not just lacrosse. I mean, basketball is the same way in a lot of ways. The offensive player knows what he wants to do. The defender's trying to figure out what the offensive player wants to do. That's an advantage. Oh, big hit from behind. That's our first lay of the wood there. What are you supposed to do against that? It's just pretty lacrosse. And this game's played the way the Knights are playing it right now. It's a beautiful game. Had the shot, went for the pass instead. The angle, that's a tough angle to shoot from. You got the space, but it's only over there for just a minute or two. Not even. A second or two. TJ Ross right in front of the cage that time. Looked like he was starting to wind up for the shot, and then he lost the ball. Speaking of losing the ball, Jersey Blues lose it. Here comes Ross, and this time he finishes. Turnovers in the offensive zone. They'll kill you. And the excitement, Kyle Gunther and TJ Ross celebrating. And a timeout taken. So TJ Ross, the first Knights player to join that hat trick club, his 3rd of the game. We're going to take a timeout with the 2 teams. Be back after this short break. The Knights are up 13-0. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. All right, we are back here, ready to play the final 9 minutes and 57 seconds of a first half that's been dominated by the Knights. And right there, it's a great example of why it's been dominated by the Knights. Vaught picking up where he left off a few weeks ago here at home. Just dominating that center X face-off position. Gunther, he joins the hat trick club as well. He joins TJ Ross as they now both have 3 goals apiece.
That's his goal scorer by number 3, Kyle Gunther. Assisted by number 26, Colin Scott. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 22 seconds in the second quarter.
Wow. Speak for everyone here that is in complete and utter shock that Vaught didn't win that faceoff. He obviously still ended up getting the ball, but oh, and Vaught gives it to Ross after the mix-up there. It's funny, after that face-off, Vaught had a hand signal over to the ref as to say that maybe number 7 for the Jersey Blues had started a little early. I don't know. Obviously, he thought there was a violation. The referee didn't see it that way. Didn't come back to hurt the Knights as they were still able to get the ball and then the goal.
TJ Ross. Assisted by number 41, Colin Scott. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 46 seconds in the second quarter.
Here come the Knights. Quick ball movement. Outside, inside, outside, back into the inside. Didn't work out. Needed of that for the Jersey Blues. Turnovers will kill you. It's the golden rule. The team that can limit the turnovers is the team that's going to come away with the victory 9 times out of 10. This afternoon, no exception. A little break in the action. No laundry on the field or anything. Probably technical difficulty with the scoreboard. And it looks like it took about 10 seconds off the clock. Here come the Knights. Looking for something. 45 on the shot clock, so a lot of time for them still. I can't imagine they're going to try and go into time-wasting mode anytime soon. As you see right there, just waiting for the opening. Finally presented itself, and they took advantage of it and put the shot into the back of the net. Not going to see this team go into time-wasting mode anytime soon, because at this level, goal differential plays a big part in seeding for the tournament. So you may have 2 or 3 teams with the same record coming down into tournament time, and the next thing they look at is goal differential. So that's why at this level you're not going to see any teams really take that foot off the gas pedal, because those goals can come in handy later in the season. When you're in a division like this against powerhouses like Onondaga and Genesee, those goals, they come in your favor. Down the home stretch of the season, there was going to be a very difficult pass Is number 20, Jimmy Jackson, the freshman out of Eastern Tech, was cutting towards the middle of the field. Tried to catch that pass, but it was a little too far out in front. Rides put on here as Jersey Blues trying to get their first offensive opportunity in what feels like 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, almost intercepted. Leads to an open space. Shot, no good. Wide of the net. Number 8, Nathan Downey, long stick midfielder out of Dallastown, Pennsylvania, went for the interception, came up short, almost got burnt. Knights got a chance to burn the Jersey Blues here. Transition opportunity. Going to slow things down a little bit, thanks in large part due to a good transition. And also thanks in part to the fact that the Knights want to get their offensive unit out onto the field. Shot. Good. Great offense. Number 26, Colin Stache. With a nice move. Had a defender right on his backside there. Didn't matter to him. He was still able to wind up, get that shot off. When you're that close to the net, even though you've got a defender right on your hip, you don't have to wind up as much on the shot, so it's a lot easier to get that ball out of the stick. Here's Vaught. Faked the pass to the left, instead went to the right. With 6 minutes left in the first half, the Knights going to get their offensive unit out onto the field once again. Slow things down here, if only for a moment. Oh, nice save. O'Shea. I think that may have hit off a hand. Regardless, save counts the same. Here come the Knights. Space, shot, bouncer. Bounces over the cage. And we almost lost the cameraman. Here come the Knights. Ross catches, turns, and shoots. Oh, man, that would have been pretty. Knights, couple nice shots here on this offensive possession. And a nice goal to go along with it. Number 6, Jesse Hightower. Broke the defense down like a fraction. Got around his man. And into a great scoring area, and he made the most of it. Ross. Oh, the quick trigger. You really can't draw it up any better than that. And that was like something out of a video game. Bing, bang, boom. It's done. Oh, pop that up, spun around, another spin. Hitting that B button twice. comes Ford. Another nice move by him. He got a lot of space there. A little bit too far out. Take the shot, or maybe felt like he could get a better shot here. He does. That one was deflected before it got to the cage, I think. Ground ball scooped up by the Knights. 35 on the shot clock. Not a lot of time, but enough. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half. They've now got 20 on the shot clock. They've got to go. It looks like they looked over at the shot clock, saw how much time was left, went right after it. Couldn't hit it, but they've got 13 now. Probably just going to get one shot here. Need to make the most of it. And the ball's on the ground. They will get no shot. Oh no, we got 2 seconds. Or no, they do not. Referee waving off the original call and saying it's Jersey Blues ball. No, the Knights didn't get a goal there, so I'm sure from their perspective that was a wasted offensive opportunity, but it certainly wasn't from my perspective. Couple really nice shots on there. They're putting the pressure on the Jersey Blues all game long. Continued on that offensive opportunity. Speaking of offensive opportunities, here come the Jersey Blues after some sloppy play from the Knights. Good recovery from number 24, Hunter Weiss. And the Jersey Blues player number 1, Mike Franco, knew that was going to be a turnover, tried to dive and put it back into play. Didn't work. They turn it over. Knights take over possession. Just under 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Going quickly, and oh, that's saved. Man, sometimes it's kill or be killed when you're in between the pipes. And on that play, Jacob Roche decided he wanted to live for another day. Here come the Jersey Blues. Plenty of time to get one goal here, at least one goal before we go into halftime. Sure, these Jersey Blue players knew it was going to be a tough matchup for them going up against one of the better teams in the country at this level. And the CCBC Essex Knights, the Brookdale Jersey Blues, not rolling over. The effort's been there from them. Roche's made a couple nice plays in the goal. The defense has stepped up, made a couple plays. Now we're just waiting to watch someone on this offense step up and make a couple plays. Good recovery and good defense. Looked like the Jersey Blues were going to have a little bit of space there for a second. That space just disappeared. Oh, man, a great defensive effort by the short stick, number 19. And he ends up forcing the shot clock violation. Ryan Nash, 5'9" freshman out of Chester, Pennsylvania. May only stand at 5'9", but he didn't look like 5'9" on that play. Here come the Knights. Just over a minute left to play before halftime. Knights looking for one more goal. Make it a clean 20 in the first half. Be interesting to see if they leave the goalkeeper in the second half, Travis Pereira. Give him the chance to go for the shutout. I'm sure he would like that. Shutout would look mighty nice on his resume. But early part of the season like this, you want to get some players as much playing time as possible, some game reps. Nice move. Found the opening to Jersey Blues. Oh, my. It is not going to get much closer than that. They had that opening there. Jack Textor, the freshman out of Wall Township, New Jersey. Awfully, awfully close. Austin Evans truck sticking through some defenders. He's got under 7 to work with. The shot, no good. Knights will still have it. 3.9. Quick. No good. That'll be all she wrote for the first half. Oh, so close to getting another goal right before halftime, and the Knights were there. But they'll have to live with themselves only being up 19 at half. 19-0 is the score at the end of the first 30. We'll be back with the second 30 after this short break. You know what the password for this computer is?
Password?
Yeah.
What, K? Capital K?
Oh, you were at that game?
I was at
That was
Dungeons
awesome.
and Legends game, dude.
That was awesome.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah, my dad and I were talking. I was like, how did we not go to at least one Orioles playoff game? Like, we should have known that that was not going to last. Like, we should have known that that was never going to last.
That was the year they fucking should have won, and then Kansas City blew them out.
I know. And my buddy and I were talking about that. Like,
Fuck yeah.
because you look at Kansas City that year, like, they signed Cueto the next offseason, or they traded for Cueto the next offseason. What do the Orioles do? They let Markakis walk. Like, they don't do anything to try and make themselves better. Like,
Spend any fucking money, he's an asshole.
yeah, no, that's really the point, is that they'll never win with bad. You can't win with bad ownership.
We'll see if the kids.
Oh, the kids are gonna be. Dude, I have a feeling they might be worse than what they were this past year.
Oh, they won't be. They won't get under 59 wins. That's how bad they are. They didn't sign anyone. Just Nate Collins, who's the starting pitcher, is coming back from Tommy John. But that's it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready for the final 30 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, we got somebody else at center X right now. We do. Vaught getting some rest here to start the second half. Sure, that's a big reason why we had so much of a scrum for that face-off. Vaught had been dominant on the face-offs. Taking the face-off that time, I believe, was number 12, Nicholas Perez, usually a defensive midfielder. Once again, out of Eastern Tech. A lot of Eastern Tech guys on this Knights team. We got a break in the action. I'll try and count them up. See exactly how many we have. This is an interesting lineup on the field right now for the coaching staff for the Knights. I thought they'd still run with their starters a little bit longer. TJ Ross not on the field right now. Only player I see right now on the field offensively that saw big minutes in the first half is number 14, Mitchell Ford, is on that far sideline. Oh, we got number 20, Jimmy Jackson, and number 26, Colin Stash, out there as well. They saw significant playing time in that first half as well. But everybody else out there in the offensive zone seeing, for the most part, their first action of the game right now. Number 4, Benjamin Papke, out there. He is a freshman out of Calvert Hall, CHC boy. Oh, nice move. It's funny, you know, when you see the long stick defenders make a move like that when they cradle down low. I mean, they make it look so easy. I played defense when I was in high school. It's not that easy. Now that looks like something that I would do. Slow start to the second half as we're 2 minutes in. No real action so far. Knights got 40 on the shot clock, so they still got a lot of time to work with here. Malachi Terry, sophomore out of Southern High School, is in right now. Man is from Shady Side, Maryland. Maryland's a big state, but I've never heard of Shady Side. Roche trying to plead his case with the ref, saying that he was inside the crease. Ref not hearing it. First goal of the second half finally goes in. Believe that was number 4, Benjamin Papke, guy we were just talking about. Oh, nice move by Ford. Pass was pretty, too. Just couldn't be caught cleanly on the first go-round from Jesse Hightower. So the Knights will have to restart things here on this offensive possession. Definitely a slight change in game plan for the Knights here. They're trying to work the ball around with the passes as opposed to having players go at one another individually. Malachi Terry is a player who can go at somebody individually, and you saw it right there. Terry is not afraid to take it at somebody and go for goal. When you see number 7 out there with the ball on his stick, he's usually thinking one thing and one thing only, and that's goal. Terry got that goal. 21-0 now. Still pitching that shutout. When we got this break in the action, want to take this time to say CCBC Essex Athletics partnering again with Lace Up with Lax to collect children's shoes for the homeless. This year we are donating to Empower for Life, a Baltimore County nonprofit. Donations can be made in person on Saturday, April 6th as the men and women play Potomac State. Once again, that's Saturday, April 6th with doubleheader as the men and women will play Potomac State. Women play at noon, the men are at 2. Or you can also donate by contacting Rocco Jeppy at rjeppy@ccbcmd.edu. or on his number at 443-840-1751. Cash donations are also acceptable and will be used to purchase shoes for the children. So once again, that's CCBC Essex Athletics. They're partnering up with Lace Up for Lax to collect children's shoes for the homeless. The event will be Saturday, April 6th, as we have a doubleheader against Potomac State. The women play at noon, and the men at 2 o'clock. Hope to see you there for another awesome event here at CCBC Essex. Long offensive possession there, ending with nothing special there from the Knights. I want to encourage you guys to come out for that Lace Up for Lax event. Last year was an awesome event here. A lot of great people turning out and doing awesome things for people in need. Not to mention, you get to see great lacrosse. Always encourage you guys. You know, I appreciate you watching at home, listening to my voice, but encourage you to come out to the Coliseum here at CCBC Essex. Watch a game, watch the Knights. As you see plays like that, interception, go in the distance. Could we go? One pass is the only pass we'll see. Oh, man. That started off mighty pretty. It could still end. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He'll be thinking about that one later tonight. Number 15, Noah Park, midfielder, freshman out of Finksburg, Maryland, Westminster High School. Oh, man. He's going to hear an earful from his coaches and teammates. How did you miss that one? The second greatest hockey player of all time said you miss 100% of the shots you don't put on goal. Good defensive effort there just to get that ball out of the zone. And we do have a switch in goal here. Dylan Fahey, man out of Parkville, Maryland, Parkville High School. his alma mater. Same high school my mom went to. Nice pick play, frees up a little bit of space for the Jersey Blues, and oh man, I guess he thought the player was going to be cutting more towards the middle. They did have number 3, Coleman, was there, but he was in a standstill. He was not going towards that ball, and I don't blame him. There wasn't a lot of space. Speaking of space, Malachi Terry finds the only space on the floor. Takes advantage of it. Puts that ball in the back of the net. Terry, 2 goals here in this third quarter. Did not see Terry really at all in that first half, and are seeing him come to play here in the second half. Maybe that'll get him some more playing time moving forward. Imagine he could be a very valuable piece for this coaching staff moving forward. Malachi is a sophomore. He's been around the program before. And as you've seen so far here in this third quarter, he's a guy who's very confident in his offensive ability. He gets that ball, he's putting that head down, he's going towards the goal, and he's trying to make something happen for him or possibly one of his teammates. He could be a very valuable player in the second unit for this Knights team. Start going up against some more of the heavyweights in this division. You can't rely just on your first unit. You got to have guys you can go to who know their role on the bench. Your Lou William types, so to speak, to use a basketball reference. Once heard Will Smith say one of the greatest lessons you can learn in life is knowing what your role in the movie is. Oh, very close to making some magic happen there. Back to what I was saying before, everybody wants to be Brad Pitt. Everybody wants to be Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie. Sometimes you need supporting actors too. Not everyone can be the star. You need players who can take on those supporting roles and enjoy it and find the importance in it. "2013 Miami Heat. Ray Allen may not have been the best player on that team, but he certainly hit the biggest shot in the biggest game." For those of you basketball fans out there, remember what I'm talking about. Nice move. Great recovery from the Knights. Putting on the Jets. Going for the pass, but the pass was intercepted. Maybe would have been better off just going for the shot there. Jimmy Jackson. One of 3 players on this Knights team out of Eastern Tech. Thought there was a little bit more than that. Was surprised when I finished counting and only had 3. We had 3 players out of Calvert Hall as well as 3 players out of Delaney. And a great defensive move there from number 16, Kevin McGovern. One of those players out of Calvert Hall. Timeout taken, so we'll take one too. 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in this third quarter. Third quarter where the Knights only have 3 goals. All right, two teams are back out onto the field. The Jersey Blues looking for something here offensively. Still searching for that first goal of the game. We're almost a full 45 minutes into the contest. Definitely not how they wanted to go here this afternoon. A nice save. I think he may have saved that with the stick. I just got a piece of the pole on it because he pushed it out. Regardless, it'll go down as a tremendous save from number 10, Dylan Fahey. They all count for the same, but that one, mighty pretty. Jersey Blues, fresh shot clock to work with after that, though. And they'll be rolling once again. And here they come, using that middle. It opened up for a second, but that's a long shot from that spot. Oh, nice spin move. Almost led to the first goal of the game for the Jersey Blues. That was number 21, Anthony Machowski, freshman out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. A great spin move. The finish, not so pretty. He's got another chance, and he gets the goal. He knew he was close. It's got to be disappointing for Fahey. Give up that first goal of the game. Come in for somebody who's pitching a shutout like that.
Brookdale goal scored by number 21, Anthony Machowski.
That was interesting. You had two teammates not realizing they were teammates. 7 and 21 or 25, both going after that ball. I don't think Terry realized that 25 was wearing a gold jersey. He wanted that GB. Nice move there. Jimmy Jackson getting that goal back. That was some questionable sportsmanship. The action will resume, though, after the whistle. Just over 2 minutes left to be played here in this third quarter on a sunny Sunday here in March. Played behind the cage, some space up front. Decent defensive unit for the Knights seems a little bit confused right now. They were out of position there for a moment. Doesn't come back to hurt them as they get the interception. Scoop up the ground ball, put it in the crease, let the goalie do it from there. And now here they go. A lot of space going defense to offense with some urgency. And the Knights will kill you offensively like that. You make one mistake like that, they can go on transition so quickly. Ball ends up on the ground, only to be scooped up by the Jersey Blues. And, oh, wow, he still has the ball. Great job by him. Only a better save by Fahey. 2 tremendous saves in a row by the freshman. Made one of those saves with the chest, I think. Possibly the stick. He deflected it out, only to have a rebound shot go off his leg. Man, oh man, that was some picture-perfect goalkeeping there. And with 1 minute left in this third quarter, 30 seconds on the man up here. Another man up opportunity for the Jersey Blues. They're 0 for 2 so far. Here's their third. And they get it. Nice move there from number 7. Jack Textor, the freshman out of Wall Township, New Jersey, with a beautiful move. Just put his backside right into the defender. Faked one way, spun the other, finished for the goal. It's the second goal of the game for the Jersey Blues. Both of them coming here in this third quarter. .16 is back out onto the field, so it was a releasable penalty, obviously. 51 seconds left in this third quarter. Third quarter has been dominated by the Jersey Blues, but it's been close. There's 4 goals in the quarter by the Knights and 2 by the Jersey Blues. You know, if the first half score wouldn't roll over into the second half, we'd have a game right now. Nice move, shot, goal. Oh, my, that was pretty. Noah Park missed an easy one earlier in this third quarter. Gets one back there. You knew he wanted to make up for that miss earlier. It's not going to save him, though, from the torture from the teammates. I'm sure they're still going to be letting him hear it about that miss he had earlier. Stephen Worf taking the face off here. And violation will go against Mr. Worf. So one thing we've seen in the last 2 home games for the Knights, not a lot of depth at that face-off position. Vaught, obviously dominant, number 1 guy. Outside of him, it's been hit or miss. Obviously, Vaught's not in there right now because of the score looking the way it is, so it's not like it's coming back to hurt the Knights, but you're a coach for the Knights, and that's an alarming thing to see in the early part of the seasons, I'm sure. Something that they'd like to work on moving forward. It's the end of the third quarter, as you see. Fourth quarter getting ready to start momentarily. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you guys once again about CCBC Essex Athletics partnering up with, once again, Lace Up with Lax to collect children's shoes for the homeless. This year we are donating to Empower for Life, a Baltimore County nonprofit. Donations can be made in person on Saturday, April 6th, as the men and women play Potomac State. Those games start at noon as the women play first, and then the men will play at 2. We can also donate by contacting Rocco Jeppy at rjeppy@ccbcmd.edu or on his cell phone, 443-840-1751. Cash donations are also acceptable and will be used to purchase shoes for the children. So once again, that's Saturday, April 6th, CCBC Essex Athletics partnering up with Lace Up with Lax to collect children's shoes for the homeless. Come out, be a part of an awesome event. Get to see some awesome lacrosse. It's a pretty good Saturday. Also, while we have this break in the action, I want to send out, once again, thoughts and prayers to Mr. Gary Gunther, the father of number 3, Kyle Gunther, usually in the stands with us here. Not today, dealing with a medical condition. I know I speak for everyone on the field, in the coaching staff, and also here in the broadcast booth when I say we pray for a speedy recovery for Mr. Gunther. Getting ready to play the final 15 here. We've played 45 so far. Just 15 left to go. Sure, both teams would like this to be a quick 15 minutes. Game certainly not in doubt right now. Malachi Terry. Little surprising to see him give up the ball like that. Thought he had an opportunity to go for goal. Usually he has a chance at goal. He's going to take it. A little worm burner. Ball's on the ground. GP drill. Who's going to get this? Smallest guy on the field does. Ford. Long shot is saved right into the mitt of Roche that time. Great job recognizing where that shot was coming from, getting that spoon down on the ground, making the save. Jersey Blues are really struggling with the ground balls right now. Just kicking that ball around the field there, leading to the goal. I mean, if that's what your strategy is going to be, kick it into the other side of the field. Kick it down into your offensive zone. Don't kick it further into the defensive area so where the Knights have a chance to scoop it and go. Silly lacrosse there. Looking over the lineup here for the Jersey Blues, they actually don't have a face-off specialist listed on their roster. Got guys wearing multiple hats here on this team. That's a huge luxury for this Knights team and other teams like that. When you have a larger roster, you can have guys on the team who are more just specialty guys. Vaught, he knows he comes into the game, he's going to be taking care of the face-offs. He's going to get a couple opportunities at goal as well because of that. But for the most part, that's his job on this team. He's the face-off special guy. He's the face-off specialist. Excuse me. Oh, wow, that was beautiful. He faked the behind-the-back pass, gave it up to one of his teammates in front instead, and they just missed the shot. Oh, nice move. Up and around. Oh, my goodness. Put some music behind that and put it on YouTube. You got yourself a highlight tape. He spun around one defender. The little shimmy to get around the second, and he buries it into the back of the net. All of that wouldn't have mattered for anything if he wouldn't have got the goal. Number 15, Noah Park. A move like that going to make his teammates forget about that miss earlier. Violation against number 12, Nicholas Perez. Defensive midfielder. Getting some opportunities at the face-off. (26-2) is our score right now. 7 goals in the second half for the Knights. And that is a nice save by Fahey. He got down on both knees. A low shot from that kind of angle is really tough to save. Long stick in the offensive zone. Not going for goal. Whoa. 24, Hunter Weiss. 6'4" sophomore. Decided to give up the rock that time. Gave it up to Benjamin Papke. Papke sailed that one over the cage, as you saw. 11:32 left in this fourth quarter. 50 on the shot clock. Looks like Ford notices that. Going to take his time here. Or not. Ford goes right after his defender in a little display of sportsmanship there. Love to see that. What are you going to do? Guy beats you, you get mad, or you can say nice move. You win some, you lose some. This is why we play the game. Ford with a nice move on Coleman, got around him, found the open man, and he finished it from there. That's Dominic Padilla, sophomore out of Columbia. The young man is a long way from home, and he's certainly making himself at home here on the field this afternoon. About to get into afternoon. Clock's getting close to hitting noon. A good way to start your Sunday. If you're a Knights player, coach, or fan, want to encourage you guys, stick around. At the end of this contest, we're going to have after-game comments from some of the coaches and players. So my job will be done when that clock hits 000, but stick around, as you'll get to hear from some of your favorite Knights players and coaches. Their thoughts on today's game, the season so far, and the season moving forward, as this Knights team is setting themselves up for a nice run this year. Had a big win last week on the road against Genesee. Knights are back in action on Tuesday, I believe. Double checking that for you right now. It is. It's Tuesday at 6 p.m. against College of Southern Maryland. The Hawks will be in town, take on the Knights. Should be an exciting contest. Not going to want to miss that one. I'll be on the call for that as well.
Technical foul on Essex, third face-off violation of the game. Serving the penalty number 26, Colin Shaw.
So 30 seconds. Oh, wow! Oh, my goodness. You got to have a pretty amazing play to lose 28-3 and still have the best play of the game. But I'm pretty sure the Jersey Blues just made the best play of the game. That was absolutely incredible. The high pass, he climbed the ladder, caught it, finished it in one motion. Mamma mia! Sorry, Mario Ronaldo. I had to steal that one from you. I had to. Jersey Blues on the move there after a little game of hot potato for a second. Jersey Blues coaching staff, Steve Heller, the head coach, still pointing players in the right direction. I know he's going to be disappointed, obviously. Wanted to come in here, get a win, but you got to be happy with the way his team's played, especially in this second half. Seemed like a completely different team as opposed to the team we saw in the first half. And granted, part of that has to do with the fact that the starters have not seen minutes here in the second half. Ford went for the bounce shot. It didn't bounce the way the bounce pass. Didn't bounce the way I think he thought it was going to, because that was behind its target. Benjamin Papke, as I was saying before that, head coach Steve Heller for the Jersey Blues got to be happy with his team's effort here in the second half. That third quarter, you look at the box score for this game, it's going to look a little interesting. The Knights had 19 goals headed into that third quarter, and kind of took their foot off the gas pedal for a moment. Let the Jersey Blues get a couple nice goals. Quick pass, intercepted, nice move, number 35, William Slaughter. Saw that pass, put that big stick out in front, made the move. Oh, wow, you got to catch it before you shoot it. He'll be thinking about that one later today, I'm sure. I believe that was number 19, Ryan Nash. Usually a defensive midfielder. Got a chance at goal. Didn't make the most of it. He was open. Sometimes you could be too open, though. Another nice move there by Slaughter. Slaughter making a case for some more playing time here. Oh, what a save by Roche. Man, Roche has made a couple fantastic saves here in this game. I know he's given up 28. So this is not a game that he's going to want to write home to mom and dad about, but he's made a couple of just tremendous saves in this game. It could easily be 35, maybe even 40. Jersey Blues will still have possession in their offensive zone on that far sideline, right in front of their bench. 6 minutes and some change, all that separates these two teams from the end of this contest. Once again, want to remind you guys, stick around after the game for post-game comments from some of your favorite players, coaches on this night's team. Nice pick play, got a little bit of space, but great recovery from 13, Dominic Padilla. A pick play in lacrosse, a little different than the pick play in basketball. It's kind of harder to get your defender to go right into that pick, so it's a little harder to get as much space. But when it works to a T. Very effective play and a very pretty play. The Knights last week, or 2 weeks ago, in their home game against Mercer. I believe it was Mercer. Let's double check that. It was. Last week in their game against Mercer, 2 weeks ago in their game against Mercer, they had a couple of just absolutely fantastic pick plays as you saw the shot clock violation go off against the Jersey Blues. It's the second time of the game that's happened to them. Knights have had one. Five minutes, all that separates these two teams from the final whistle. I want to thank you for joining us this season. Thank you for joining us all season long in a season that's in the early stages still, but starting to look like it's going to be a very exciting season for the Knights, players, coaches, and fans. The spin, good recovery there. And now forcing him out. Terry's got some space, and he will take advantage of it and score. He's got a hat trick now, Malachi Terry. All three coming in the second half, of course. Joins TJ Ross and Kyle Gunther in the hat trick club. Well, scrum for the ball is finally picked up by Longstick. It's number 25, Matt Williams. Scooped that up and immediately got off the field. 4 minutes left to be played here in a contest that if the Knights don't score another goal here in this game, that would be 2 home games in a row at 29 goals. that shot clock on. Can't hold for the final shot here, obviously. It's 3 minutes left. Too much time. They could take a lot of time off the clock, though. 55 on that shot clock. Something tells me the Knights are going to get at least one more goal, though. They're going to keep that foot on the gas pedal. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Put some music behind that. Put that on YouTube. You got yourself a highlight tape. Wow. Number 6, Jesse Hightower just put the defender in a spin cycle. It just put him on skates. Went right at him, spun around, got the space he needed, buried the shot into the net. 3 minutes left in the contest. It's now 30-3, and that's 59 goals, at home to start the season for the Knights. This is going to be a tough team to beat this season. I'll tell you, man, Stephen Worf, face-off guy for this fourth quarter out of Houston, Texas. It's obviously not dominating like Vaught. And we got a long stick scoring in the offensive zone. That's William Slaughter, and he is certainly making himself a case to get some more playing time moving forward. Slaughter, that is his third or fourth. Great play in this second half. But as I was saying before the goal,
Number 25, William Slaughter with the goal for the Knights.
Stephen Worf been taking the faceoffs here in this second half. Nicholas Perez as well. Perez hasn't fared so well, but Stephen Worf, he's not dominating like Vaught was. He's certainly having himself a nice little afternoon, making the most of it. You saw there was Perez once again, number 12. He has not fared so well. Yeah, 2 minutes and some change left in this one. Jersey Blues can hold on, not for the final shot, but try and take as much time off that clock as possible as the fans here at CCBC Essex has started to fire up the grill, getting the burgers and hot dogs ready for the players after the game. One of the reasons you got to come out here and see a game at CCBC Essex. It's very much a family atmosphere. Fans here really love their team, and I'm sure the players really appreciate that. Fresh shot clock to work with, so now they really can hold for the final shot. Only a minute and 40 left. So why not the final shot? Oh, nice move by Terry. Ball finally ends up on the ground. I thought Terry was going to put it on the ground. He heard the two sticks collide. Terry can't catch that one cleanly. Gives another opportunity to the Jersey Blues, and they can't do anything with it as Fahey scoops it up. And now the Knights can hold on for the rest of the game as number 16, Kevin McGovern, trying to get on the scoring action with the long sticks there. Knights still going for goal here. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 6 seconds, give or take. May have just watched the final offensive opportunity of the game for the Knights. Oh, Fahey, point blank save. And Laundry on the field. Looks like it's going to go against the Knights.
Penalty number 14, Mitchell Ford. 1 minute for slashing.
Yeah, Mitchell Ford will get a minute for slashing. You won't see that full minute as there's only 28 seconds left in the contest. Jersey Blues going to take a timeout. They're 0 for 3 on the man up so far. Excuse me, that's incorrect. They did get one. I forgot about that one earlier in this second half. So they're 1 for 4. Trying to improve to 2 and 5. Not great, but better. But this has been a tough man-down unit to score on this Knights team all season long. 2 weeks ago against Mercer, they held them to, I believe, 1 and 7 on the man-up opportunities in that game. I'm going to start the man up now for the Jersey Blues as the two teams are back out onto the field. 15 on the game clock. That could be the final play of the game offensively for the Jersey Blues. Knights can hold on till the end. Not going to be able to do that as with 2 seconds left, the Jersey Blues will get another chance, but it will ensure that the Knights are not going to give up another goal. Final score is going to be 31-3. The Knights get another home victory in the early part of this season. Once again, please stick around for after-game comments from the coaching staff and players of the CCBC Essex team. So please stick around and hear from the players and coaches. But that's it for me. I'm Aaron Thomas. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for joining us all season long. We'll be back on Tuesday with more men's lacrosse action, 6 o'clock. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.